Friends, good morning. How are you today? I hope you're all feeling ready and willing to practice yoga with me. It'll be about an hour. It's an all levels, stretch and breathe-ish kind of class. So I put some props out here so you could see what I was talking about. I did let you know that I would love for you to have either a strap or a block, a belt. You could use a scarf, a towel. My friend Tara used for years her bathrobe strap. So a bathrobe. So whatever it is that you have. Also, if you don't have a block, like I'm sitting on a couple of blocks, you can use a thick book. So whatever you need, please take the time to get what you need and settle in. So I'm in the Lotus room here at All That Matters, and the first time I ever sat and practiced here at All That Matters, which is my home studio, and it has been for 21 years, I had just been diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was sitting right there and freaking out. I was 37 years old, 2 little boys at home, and a husband, and lots of family and friends that I didn't want to leave. And my friend Kendall, I didn't know her then, but she's now my sister, taught the class, and it was as though she was speaking and whispering in my ear that I was going to be okay. And what I knew in that moment was that I was going to be okay no matter what, if I practiced yoga. Whether I was going to live or whether I was going to die. I felt like the yoga would bring me to either place with peace and ease, and if I lived, I promised myself that I would teach. So here I am today teaching during a pandemic and in this room. So it just feels appropriate that I can somehow, some way share the peace of yoga. It won't change anything that happens out there, but it can, and I promise will, change something that happens in here. So close your eyes. Come into a comfortable seated position, whatever works for you. Settle into your physical body, and you may be feeling tension in your physical body, and that's okay. Acknowledge it. Your body is responding to this world. It's supposed to. So take a seat. Maybe look at those places in your body that feel a little tension and create a softened, compassionate lens. Maybe look at it with gratitude for getting you through right up to this very point. As you press into the earth, allow your spine to lengthen. Maybe even feel a little shift back and forth. As you continue to lift, do you feel your rib cage just lift? Can you offer your heart to the front, toward the TV or toward your computer? And you may even notice that your shoulder blades drop down when this happens. Your head may stack on your spine. Create a softness around your jaw. And then press the crown of your head toward the sky. And just simply notice how that feels. And now begin to deepen your breath and let the breath come in all through your nose, from your belly. Let it ride up into your rib cage. Sip in more breath until it finally lands in your sacred heart altar, right up to the very top of your lungs. Fill up, sustain if you're able. And the tricky part can be to slowly let it out after you've sustained the breath. But it's a great practice. And the reason why we call it a practice is because it may not feel right at first. But the more you practice this, breath, belly, rib cage, heart, sustain, and with ease, slowly let it out. Heart, rib cage, belly. Continue with this wave of breath. Belly, rib cage, heart. Letting it Spill out slowly. Heart, rib cage, belly. This is the Dirga breath, the 3-part breath. It's also called the yogic breath. This breath may help with your nervous system, blood pressure, focus. Anytime you start to feel a little anxiety, tune into your breath. Let this 3-part breath guide you and help lead you into some sort of peace and ease. And as you place your palms together, set your intention for your practice this morning. What do you need? You showed up. You figured out how to be on this page, on this link. You carved out this 1 hour for you. What do you need? And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't ask for you to consider sending prayers of health and peace to our planet. To all who are affected by this coronavirus. Let's seal your intention with the healing sound of Om, but this morning we'll be practicing a silent Om. Inhale with your palms together at your heart. And when you begin to exhale silently, practice the sound of Om. Softly open your eyes. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead, palms together. And as you exhale, draw your right hand down onto the earth as you extend your left arm up and over. So my friends out there, I am mirroring you. So when I say my right hand, I'm bringing my left hand down. Hey, who's out there, by the way? Anybody? Full deep inhale. Reach up and over. Can you try not to collapse on your right side? Inhale, reach. And as you exhale, palms together. Inhale, wiggle up. Exhale. I can see you all out there wiggling. You can do a little better than that. Full deep inhale. Fill up, reach, up and over. I just heard that we have 70 people joining us for yoga. Yahoo! Full deep inhale. I can hear you exhaling, palms together. Inhale, wiggle up. Now it's going to get a little tricky. Exhale, take your left hand, bring it on your right thigh. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, bring your arm up and over behind you. Some of you who have shoulder issues may feel a little clicking up and over. You have to get up and over and behind. Let your hand drop either on your low back or on the earth. Inhale, spine lengthens. And as you exhale, twist from your softened belly toward the right. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhale, twist. Let your thoracic spine move. You want your intercostal muscles to stay supple, especially during this time, flu season. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhale, gaze is now over your right shoulder. Can you drop your left shoulder down as you create a little space between your ear and your shoulder? Notice if your breath just started to stall. Drop your chin down. Continue to breathe as you let the inhale rise up from your belly into your ribcage, into your heart. And just as you begin to exhale, pivot your chin back up and gaze is now over the opposite shoulder. Let the exhale bring you over. And just notice the difference on your sides. Are you feeling now a little tension or a little sensation in your right shoulder? Maybe, maybe not. That's the beauty of yoga. Now, drop your chin down. Full deep inhale. As you exhale, lift your chin up Pivot back to the right shoulder, slowly. Inhale, press into the earth, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, unwind and let your hands drop down back to your thighs. Can you feel the difference? It's just one half of a twist. Slowly, mindfully breathing, paying attention to your body, and maybe taking a little time out from the TV, from all the goings on. Let's try this again. Inhale, right arm will rise. Press into the earth, lengthen your spine. Can you reach up a little further? As you get your lymphatic system moving, and as you exhale, drop your right hand on your left leg. So you're already in a bit of a twist. Can you stay with your breath? Inhale, left arm will rise, all the way up. And as you exhale, bring your left arm up and around. Let it land. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhale, twist. Every inhale, spine lengthens. Every exhale, you explore your twist further. And if you have low back pain, if this is creating any kind of sharp pain or numbness, please listen to your body. I can't see you out there. So usually I can tell if somebody's face is a little scrunched up that they may not be feeling well. So please take care of yourself this morning. Let your breath guide you throughout your practice today. Gaze is now over your left shoulder. Drop your chin down. Let's try this together. Inhale, belly, rib cage, heart. Fill up, sip it in, fill up, fill up, fill up. And as you exhale, pivot your chin up again and around toward the opposite shoulder. With the exhale, bring you over. Now drop your chin once again. Notice if you just held your breath. And I only ask you this because I just did. Inhale, chin comes up. Exhale, gaze is now over to the left once again. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly unwind. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Enjoy it. And let your hands rest. And just notice one twist, two sides. If you could, if you're sitting on blocks, come off your blocks or a pillow, and let's transition right onto all fours. This is called table pose. If your knees are tender, so I like to be a little proactive with my knees. I've had some meniscus surgery. So I like to, even if my knees feel good, I like to protect my knees. So with something underneath your knees or not, hands will be underneath your shoulders. On your inhale, bring your belly toward the earth. Let your gaze come up to the front. Can you feel the stretch? And as you exhale, press your mat away from you. Press your belly in toward your spine. Spread into your collarbones, into your shoulder girdle. Gaze between your thighs. Inhale, belly toward the earth. Pull the mat toward you. Keep on inhaling. Sip it in a little more. Pull the mat a little further. How does that feel? And then slowly exhale, belly toward your spine. These are called cat's breath, cat cow. Cat, dog, all sorts of names for this movement. But what matters is how it feels, not what it's called, it's how it feels in your body right now. Inhale, bring your belly toward the earth. And as you exhale, turn your toes under. Press into the earth. and lift your knees up slightly off the earth. Stretch into your toes. Can you feel, your feet? Maybe like, kitty cats do this. Knees are close to the earth. Send your hips back and up. Full deep inhale. Press into the earth, into your index fingers and thumbs, and begin to lengthen your legs one at a time or both at the same time. What feels good in your body? As you get this all over body stretch. This is one of the most efficient postures if you need to stretch your body, but it may not work for your wrist. So I would recommend staying in table and stretching one foot at a time, one leg at a time, or you could be in dolphin with your forearms on the earth. What works for your body today? What is your body craving? Full deep inhale. Press into the earth. Hips come back. Let your head and neck release. As you exhale, begin to walk your hands toward your feet. Standing forward, bend. Uttanasana. Soften your knees. If your hands do not reach the earth, and you have a couple of books or blocks, you could always place a block underneath your hands like this. It is important that your knees are softened, especially if you have short hamstrings. Do you know that you can't do anything about being born with short hamstrings? You can do a little yoga. You can be really nice to yourself. How about that? Be bending one knee at a time. Full deep inhale. Soften your knees. Place your hands on your hip flexors. Press into your hip flexors. Inhale. Lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, slowly lift, lengthen. Come all the way up. Lift your arms up overhead. Can you stretch as far as you can go? All the way up. Palms together. Gentle back bend. And as you exhale, bring your gaze to your thumbs. And let your gaze follow your thumbs, your hands all the way down until they reach your heart. And take a look at your magnificent hands, at your magnificent heart. And here you are. Just simply notice how you feel. Can you be kind to yourself? If you have a blanket or anything obstructing your mat, put it out of the way for now. So I think it's important that we practice joy, right? So we have a breath of joy that I thought might energize you, distract you, keep you present, whatever it is, that just keep you out of your head and in your body. So bring your feet just about hip distance apart. Maybe even try a slight smile on your face. That is turning the corners of your mouth up, both sides. I know it's a little corny. You'll start by inhaling, bringing your arms up. Exhaling, bringing your arms out. Inhale, bring them all the way up. And then deep exhale. Ha! How's that? Want to try it? Everybody ready? Anybody? Okay, let's try it. Inhale. Ha! So you're inhaling all 3 times. So it's a lot, right? Try it. Ha! Ha! Can you have fun? Ha! I'm probably embarrassing my boys, huh?
He's on here. They say hi, Mom.
Ha! Hi, baby. Ha! 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 Faster! Ha! Wake up the neighbors! down. Ha. Last one. Where's my hair and makeup guy?
Emma goes, my family thinks I'm insane. And then your son goes, this is how she used to wake us up.
He's not wrong. But just simply notice how you feel. A little breath of joy, right? A little breath of joy. They say it's like having a cup of coffee. How do you feel? Now bring your feet a little further than hip distance apart. Are you all there with me?
There.
Inhale, bring your right hand all the way up to your armpit. Left fingertips down. And make sure your feet are like nice and wide. A little further. Like not this. This. How's that feel? So make your adjustments. Are you ready? Inhale through your nose. This is important. Agni breath through your nose. You have to look like Ferdinand the Bull. Ready? Inhale. Ha! No. Ha! 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 Are you still with me? Oh, good. Now bring your feet just a little further than hip distance apart. Once again. As you stand in Tadasana. Press into the earth, lengthen your spine. Let your belly lift. Slide your shoulder blades down. As you offer your heart to the front of your room or to your loved one. Press the crown of your head toward the sky. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up, stretch as far as you can go. Palms together. So if you bring your hands like this, and you feel like your shoulders just don't feel good like this, and there's a good possibility if you've ever had surgery, or if you're a really muscular guy, you might not be able to do this. You could bring your arms out like this, or like this, or like this. What feels good for you? There's no hierarchy in any of these arm positions. See if you can bring your palms together, bring them together. If you'd like to steeple your fingers, steeple your fingers. And as you press into the earth, lift your thighs, belly, heart. Let your shoulders come along for the ride. Inhale, press into the earth equally. And as you exhale, lean over toward the right wall. This is called half crescent moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon is all sorts of names. What matters is that how it feels for you, not how it looks for you. We're all different. Inhale, press into the earth equally. Lift up toward the middle, and then try it again, up and over. Can you arc over? Press into the earth. Inhale, come back to the middle. Wiggle up, all the way up. Lengthen. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, up and over. And then come back to the middle. This time, take your right hand on your left wrist. And see if this helps. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come on over to the right. As you open your side body, open your rib cage, your intercostal muscles. How does this feel? And remember, the slight Mona Lisa smile may help. Inhale, can you reach further? exhale, come on up. And switch arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, press in. Lift and lengthen over. And then come on. Release your hands down by your side. As you stand once again in your mountain pose, in Tadasana, in your power. Now cross your left foot over your right. Inhale, arms come all the way up. And as you exhale, fold. Place your left hand on your right leg and your right hand on your low back. Drop your head down if you're able. Someone asked for IT band yesterday. I can't remember who. Jeannie. Are you there, Jeannie? How's this feel? Full deep inhale. I don't want to stop you from practicing. But, so this may show up in your IT band. Full deep inhale. Can you send your hips back slightly? Notice if that enhances the sensation. Full deep inhale. Come up halfway. And as you exhale, twist from your softened belly and see if you can send your heart toward the right wall.
Jeannie says, great, Mel.
Oh, goodies. Full deep inhale. Exhale, unwind, and let your head drop down once again. As you come back, and just notice if it's different. Inhale, come halfway up. And as you exhale, slowly rise all the way up with a lengthened spine, and unwind. And just notice. Right? Don't miss out on being out of the pose. It's the second half of the pose. And let's switch sides. Your right foot is over your left. Inhale, arms come up. And as you exhale, fold. Left hand is now on your right leg. Right hand is on your low back. Can you soften into this pose? You may be feeling some resistance. As you deepen your breath, let the inhale come in through your nose from this upside down position, which is where we are right now in this world, right? Everything has been flipped upside down. It is more imperative now that you continue breathing, taking care of yourself as you release down, finding ease. Inhale, come halfway up. And as you exhale, see if you can twist. Spine must be long. Slide your shoulder blades back. Inhale. Exhale, unwind and fold once again. How does this feel now? Full deep inhale. Exhale, come halfway up. Lengthen spine. Inhale, lengthen once again. And as you exhale, with the lengthened spine, come all the way up. Lift your arms up. Palms together. Hands come down. Unwind. As you stand once again in your Tadasana pose. So my friends, I've been practicing this for probably 6 to 8 months. It could even be a year. Time sure does fly. Just trying to get down onto the ground without hands. So everybody gets a cookie. I think I've said this before. If you do it or you don't do it, right? It's just about trying to come down onto the ground without your hands. How does that happen? How does that happen for you? What if you broke both wrists? Right? It can happen. So it's really important that you try to stand up and sit down without your hands. I'm not going to try to stand up right now, though. I'm a little chicken. So unwind your legs and place the soles of your feet on the ground. Can you feel that? That's right. So you're solid on the ground. Lengthen your spine. Draw your right toes back, right foot back, and lift. Draw your left toes back and lift. There you are, in your boat. Would you like to release your arms? You could also be right here. One toe in the water, two toes in the water. How are you feeling? If you're feeling any sharp pain in your low back, anything happening, come down, do less, meet yourself where you are, your beautiful self where you are. If you would like to, take your index fingers and thumbs and hold on. What is best for you? You could always have your arms underneath your thighs with your feet flexed like this. What do you enjoy? So, now, take your feet, place them on the earth. I'm going to give you a little time to go get some tissues. I'm sure you have tissues everywhere. Tissues, gloves. I don't need to teach you how to blow your nose, but just clear your nose a little bit if you can. Empty the cave of all its bats. Sorry. Yeah. So, we'll be practicing Kapalabhati breath. And Kapalabhati is a breath of fire. It also helps it stokes the heat in your body. I'm hoping this will help with your immune system and maybe charge you up a little bit and empower you to go clean your closet if you can't leave the house, to go do something really good for you. So Kapalabhati is a Kriya breath. As I said, it's a heating breath. It's done all through the nose with the emphasis on the exhale. However, you must inhale. So it looks a little bit like this. So try it. So when this happens, you may feel your belly pumping. So your hand is not pumping your belly. But if you'd like to check in with your belly, see how that feels. Now, come back into your boat pose. What kind of boat are you? Are you a dory? Are you a dinghy? Are you a sailboat? Are you a powerboat? What are you today? We'll be practicing 3 rounds of Kapalabhati breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale through your nose. Begin. Inhale. Exhale, let your feet rest. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, bring your belly toward the front. Exhale, belly toward your spine. Take your feet up off the floor. Inhale. Begin. Inhale. Exhale, feet float down. Hands on your shins. Inhale, belly toward the front. Exhale. Feet come up. Last round. Inhale. Begin. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly come all the way down. Throw your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Place your left foot on the ground. Take a look and see where your strap or scarf or block or belt is. I have to get up. If you're low, so this is a great time to check in with your low back. So your right leg will come up. And just notice how your low back feels. If it feels safe and it can be achy but pain-free, you can extend your left leg onto the ground. But if you start to feel any kind of spasm in your back, please bend your knee. Take your strap and bring it around your right foot. You can hold on to the strap with both hands if you'd like, and notice if you have a tight grip on the strap. There's a great correlation between jaw and hips, and oftentimes if your jaw is tight, your hips get tight, and so see if you can soften all your grip. And it's usually associated with your jaw. As you soften, press your heel up toward the sky. And now begin to circle your leg around. How does this feel in your body? And as you circle, you could create some wide, sweeping circles, all in one direction for now. As you stay with your Dirga breath, your 3-part breath. It's a great opportunity to come back to your breath. And now, inhale, and as you exhale, switch your direction. Big sweeping circles. So if I were at home, this would be the time that my cat would be climbing on top of me. So that may be happening to you. You may have a toddler at home. Is anybody practicing with their kids right now? Now, see if you can bring your toes in a little closer to your nose. Flex your feet. Full deep inhale. And as you exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders forward and up toward your knee. And see how that feels. If this bothers your neck at all, please keep your head on the ground. Inhale. And as you exhale, let your head float down. Take your strap, place it in your left hand. I'm referring to your strap or whatever you have as a strap. If it's a towel, just consider it your strap. Place your right hand on your hip flexor, so your hip flexor right where your hip and your thigh meet. There's a little gap there. Press your thumb, actively press your thumb into that area. And then bring your toes toward your left ear. You may find that your IT band is lighting up. You may find that your whole leg is lighting up as you continue to breathe. Letting the inhale ride up and down your spine. Exhale, heart, rib cage, belly. As you come back to your breath. Come home to your breath. Full deep inhale. Deeply exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, release the strap from your left and take hold of your strap with your right. Bend your left knee and bring your arm behind your left knee like this, if it's available to you. You could always hold it like this. I prefer to hold it like this in my body. Inhale. Send the heel of your right foot up toward the sky, and as you exhale, let your leg drop out to the side. And you may have to move and make modifications if you're in your living room or wherever you are. Let your leg float down as you open up into the adductors, the muscles that are inside your thighs. You have 3 of them, and they are responsible for keeping you upright, balanced. Full deep inhale. And did you know that your adductors are the very first part of your core muscles? When people refer to your core, it's your adductors. So it's important that your adductors are strong and flexible. So your inner thighs. Full deep inhale. And as you exhale, lift your leg up, flex your foot, let your left leg come down. Take your strap out for now, so nice and slow. So strap is down behind you or near you. Hands are on either side of your body. Bend your knee and place the sole of your right foot on your thigh. So if you missed it, if you got distracted, it's your right foot on your thigh. So the sole of your foot is on your thigh. Take your left hand, place it on your right knee or thigh. Lift your right arm behind you. Inhale, and as you exhale, draw your knee all the way over. And see how that feels. So your right arm may pop up, and it's perfectly fine. Okay. What would you rather stretch? Would you rather stretch your arm or your hip? It's your choice. Your right knee may pop up, and you may enjoy having a deeper stretch in your upper arms or pectoral muscles. What is better for you this morning? What does your body need? As you come into your twist, maybe close your eyes and enjoy. As you wring out tension, wring out old blood in your organs. Full deep inhale. Can you stretch your arm back a little further? Is it possible? And as you deeply exhale, unwind. Get the fresh blood in your organs. I know it sounds a little, but it's really important and really good for you, for your immune system. And then slowly unwind. Let your leg float down to the end of your mat. Arms are on either side of your hips. Close your eyes and just notice. Notice your right side. Can you feel the difference? I'm hoping your left side is saying, wait, my turn. Your body craves this. Be kind to your animal body. Now let's try the other side. Take hold of your strap once again. You decide whether your leg is long or not. It could either be bent or long. And begin by creating a circle with the sole of your foot. Imagine that you have this light show going on. Into your hip flexors. You may feel this in your hamstrings, gastrocs, your calves. Where is it showing up for you? Full deep inhale, big wide sweeping circles. Exhale, switch your direction. As you continue with your Dirga Ujjayi breath, let the breath come up from your belly, rib cage, heart. Now send your left heel up toward the sky. Notice if you are holding on. And every time I say something like that, it's because I'm doing it myself. Every time I invite you to breathe, it's because my breath has kinked up. It's not because I think that you're bad yogis. This being human, right? It's the mind that starts to take over. So come back to your breath. Full deep inhale. And as you exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders forward and up if it feels okay for your neck. And see if you can bring your face toward your knee. Inhale, lift a little further if you're able. Exhale. Float your head, neck, and shoulders down. Place the strap in your right hand. Left hand presses into your hip flexor. As you gently guide your left toes toward your right shoulder. So this is coming beyond your right shoulder. So in Mr. Iyengar's book, his toes are behind him. So I like to just say toward and see how that feels. No judgment. Full deep inhale. Notice where you're feeling this. Where is it lighting up for you? And everyone is different as you actively press your thumb into your hip flexor. Stay with your breath. Full deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Now let the strap transition to your left hand. Bend your right knee and wrap behind your knee if that feels comfortable. And again, if you wanted to hold on to your knee this way, whatever feels good for you. The reason I like to do this is because it keeps your low back down on the ground, your sacrum on the ground. And I got this from Amy, who got it from Kendall, who got it from God. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your leg over. Kendall, are you watching? I hope so. It's all your fault. I'm a yoga teacher. Thank you. Full deep inhale. Inhale. Deeply exhale. I've had so many great teachers. Kathy Cesario was my first teacher in my teacher training, and it was only her second teacher training, and she did an amazing job. And she's in Tortola for 5 weeks. I'm so happy for you, honey bunny. Full deep inhale. Deeply exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift your leg up. And then back down again. Release the strap. Place your left foot on your right thigh. Place your right hand on your left thigh. Left arm comes up and over as you twist. Just notice. And see how that feels. So I feel so grateful to be a yoga teacher, and I get to share this yoga with so many people, and I'm now currently a co-teacher in the Pranatam yoga teacher training here at All That Matters, and couldn't be prouder of the program that we have here. How are you feeling? Full deep inhale. Deeply exhale. Any explorations? What moves you? exhale slowly. Unwind. Unwind. Bend your knees. Keep the soles of your feet on the ground. So depending on what you have for support, you could use a block. If you're using a book, because this is what we'll be doing, we'd like to show you first. I'll have you press your feet into the earth, lift your hips up, and place your book or block underneath your sacrum. A book may be a little hard for you, so if you place a pillow or a towel over the book, it may soften it for you. But find the place. People often ask me, is this right? Is this right? And the truth is, I don't know. What feels best for your body? So it can be tricky getting here. So let's try it all together. If you're struggling, just take your whatever it is that you'll be sitting on. Press into the earth with both feet. Inhale. Exhale. Press your feet into the earth. Your hips may just come up. And if they only come up a little bit, then just simply place a towel underneath. If they come up a little higher, you come up into bridge pose. Place this underneath your sacrum. Notice if your chin is jutting toward your chest. See if you can slide your chin up toward the sky, faces up toward the sky. And if you're able, lift your legs up. This is called Viparita Karani. And this may have so many benefits for you today. The first thing it does is it reverses the pool of blood in your legs. So if you have varicose veins, this may help. If you have swelling in your arms, you could keep your arms up like this as well if you get swollen, especially if you've been traveling. It takes pressure off your heart. It may help lower blood pressure, ease anxiety. There's so many things. But for me, what I like about this the most is that it feels good. Twirl your ankles if you're able. Getting the fluid moving in your body, lymph, blood. Get things moving as you come back to your breath, as you continue with your 3-part breath. Any kind of movement. Full, deep inhale. Deeply exhale. If you have a little baby at home, you might have your baby either on your belly or on your feet. My father used to bring me up. He loved it. Until I was about 15. No, just kidding. Just kidding. That would be weird. But you could also take a pillow or another block and place it on your feet and lift your legs up. Full deep inhale. Close your eyes and deeply exhale. Settle into your Viparita. Inhale. And as you exhale, let your right leg come all the way down. And when this happens, bring your left arm behind you. Bring your left arm down and your right arm behind you. As you come into a gentle or maybe not so gentle back bend. And just notice. I can imagine that some of you are yawning out there. That's good. Feel free to moan and groan too. That makes you feel better too. Full deep inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees. Let your arms float back. Lift your hips up. Allow your hips to come down one vertebra at a time as you bring the soles of your feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana. So if your knees are tender, if you've had any kind of meniscus surgery, anything going on, you can always place a couple of blocks or a couple of pillows, whatever works best for you, underneath your thighs. It's not necessary, it's only if it doesn't feel comfortable. So if you feel a pulling or tension that isn't comfortable, please take care of your knees and inner thighs. You place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Can you feel your heart beating? Your belly rising. Your belly brain, your heart brain. Trust your gut, trust your heart. Drop in to this sacred landscape that lives underneath your skin. This whole miraculous workings of your body. It is nothing short of a miracle. Inhale, take your hands and place them on your thighs. Close your legs and extend your legs down to the end of your mat. So from here, I'd like for you to prepare for shavasana. It is the last posture that we practice in every style of yoga. So with your legs down on the ground like this, how does it feel in your back? If it's not comfortable for you, you could always bend your knees and bring your knees together as you tent them. This is a very common way for many people with low back sensitivity. You could also, if you do have a block or pillows, you could place them underneath your knees like this. If you're feeling a little chilly because you're down low and your heat rises, take a blanket or a towel. Put your robe on, whatever it is, and get warm. Dim your lights. I am here. You don't have to think about what I'm saying. Don't even think about what I'm saying. As you gently allow all that you've done to land in your body, to marinate. Let your body be the tea bag and let it soak in the power of yoga. Breath. Presence. back into your room, into your home. And begin by listening with your ears. You may hear some birds chirping outside, kids playing, people doing outdoor projects. It's such a beautiful day right now. Let it in. Let my voice in. And then begin to deepen your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your belly. You could even try oscillating your head back and forth, noticing your neck. Does your neck feel? Is there any change in your neck and shoulders? Has anything shifted in you? As you check in. Any movements that your body may be craving. As you begin to transition. Come into your chest. There's no script here. There's nothing you can do wrong. Like to roll over onto your side as you tuck yourself in. And see how that feels. Just simply notice how you feel. But 1 hour of being present, of movement, breath, of being in this community. Just simply notice how you feel. And maybe even thank yourself for showing up. And I hope you're in your PJs. Press your top arm into the earth and slowly come on up. My friends, this is a very difficult time. And one of my favorite expressions that my friend and teacher, my brother Devarshi, says is, in life, pain is mandatory, but suffering is optional. So how do you deal with this? How are you choosing to suffer? Being at home. Think about it. Being at home. You're home. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're staying with a loved one or a friend. You have access to a computer. You have access to, well, Michael Ferranti is doing free concerts right now, every day. Listen to him. He will make you smile. If you are able to go give blood, could you go give blood? We need blood. Whatever we all can do as a community here and all that matters. We need to utilize the strength that we all have, the health and wellness that we've all been cultivating, and join together and help heal our community. And it will move on, and it will travel further. So if you've given blood, tell everybody else to give blood, or whatever it is. I tell people that we're practicing yoga online, listening to Michael Ferranti. Take all the good that's happening in this world right now, and double it, triple it. So bring your palms together at your heart. And I'd like to finish with one of my favorite poems, and it's by Hafiz. And he said, oh, so long ago, back in the 13th century, he said, even after all these years, the sun never says to the earth, you owe me. And he went on to say, look what happens with a love like that. It lights up the whole sky. Yogis, know your love, know your light, show it, share it, and be it. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining me. Be safe, be well, be happy. Namaste, my friends.
Namaste. Do you want to do some shout outs to people that are on?
Oh yeah, who's out there? Hi.
We have Lori
Hi, Lori.
and Candy
Hi, Candy.
and Jeannie, Heather,
Jeannie.
Paula, Midge, Leonora, Renee, Meredith, Jody, Karen, Sarah, Nancy, Diane, Dawn, Rachel, Doreen, Kimberly, Kathy, Brian, Alice, Jen, Midge, Lori, Sarah, Pam.
Sarah? Which Sarah? Which Sarah is that?
Ladler,
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Katie Murphy,
Oh, hi, Katie.
Meredith Deffley.
Oh, she's my goddaughter.
She goes, thank you, Auntie Mel.
I tried. I love you all. Thank you, thank you.
Dina
thank
Bogosian,
you.
Lauren.
Dina. The next class we're doing a little more arms, some plank. So Dina, are you ready? You ready to rock this one? What'd she say? Is she ready?
She hasn't replied, but Lauren Criscione?
Oh, yay.
She says namaste.
All right, namaste, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. God
And
bless.
Sheila Jacobs. Sheila Jacobs says, hey Mel, love to you all. Dolores, so grateful Mel. Dreams of yoga on the beach with you are helping me get through.
Aw.
Wendy Gardner. Susan, that everyone's replying. Regina, thank you, my friend. Okay.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.